Good morning, students. Yeah, so here is your questions. Yes, Nana, this is 109. Question number 109. See, already we have discussed somewhat, but in middle it is disconnected, Nana. Now, a train accelerates from rest at a constant rate alpha for a distance x1 and time t1. After that, it retards at a constant rate beta for a distance d2 and time t2 and comes to rest is saying. Okay, which of the following relations is correct? Okay, now time t1, time t2, everything is given. Okay, now see, there is a train is moving. First, it is accelerating. Acceleration is alpha given, and it is accelerating for a time of t1, and it has covered a distance of x1. Correct? And it is starting from rest as I saying. Okay, Anna? One more condition we have said that after a time t1, it retards with beta and moves for a time t2 and it covers a distance of x2 and comes to rest in same. Okay? Yeah. Then see here we will use v is equal to u plus at formula. V is equal to u plus at formula. Okay, we want the relation among these two conditions. V is equal to u plus is the condition. So what is the final velocity it will attain? Let us find first. Final velocity it will attain v is equal to 0 plus alpha t1. Correct? Yes. So v is equal to alpha t1 it will attain from this. Can we get alpha value? Yes. That is v by t1. Okay. This you remember equation number 1. Just remember equation number 1. Okay. Now the velocity of a vehicle is this much. After this is the initial velocity of a vehicle. That is v. Now when it is having a velocity v, it starts deaccelerating and coming to rest. Again, apply the formula v is equal to u plus at here also. You will get final velocity is 0 is equal to initial velocity is v here plus a is minus beta. So minus beta into t2 I write. So from this we can write v is equal to beta into t2. Correct? Then what is beta Nana? Beta is v by t2. This you remember equation number 2. Clear? Okay. So from these two equations, can we write alpha upon beta or beta alpha upon alpha? Let us check the options, Nana. How they have given alpha by beta, beta by alpha. Alpha by beta, beta by alpha, alpha by beta, beta by alpha. All options are there. Okay. So I'll take beta by alpha. Let us imagine. Beta by alpha is equal to what, Nana? Beta is v by t2. V by t2 upon alpha is v by t1. V will cancel. It will become t1 by t2. Correct? Yes, still go divider. Okay. This you remember. This concept you remember. You got the values as beta by alpha is equal to, you got beta by alpha is equal to, beta is v upon t2 upon v upon t1. V cancel. You get beta by alpha is equal to t1 by t2. Okay, remember. One more equation we want in terms of x1 and x2. In terms of x1 and x2 we want one more equation. So for that what we will do is I use another equation, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. I use this equation. Okay? Yeah. So final velocity is becoming what? Initial velocity is 0. Final velocity is v square. This is 0 is equal to 2 into a value is alpha given. Alpha into x1. Correct? Yes. Okay, Anna? Okay, this is equation number 3. Remember. Now here also apply same equation. V square minus u square is equal to 2as. This is s. Okay. Final velocity is becoming 0. Minus initial velocity is v square is equal to 2 into alpha value is minus beta into x2. Correct? S is equal to x2 given. So minus minus cancel. We will get v square is equal to 2 beta x2. Equation number 4, you will imagine this. From equations 3 and 4, v square is what na 2 beta x no, yes, I am writing 2 beta x2 I am writing in the place of v square. And after this is we know 2 alpha x1. 2 cancel. If we take beta by alpha side this side, we take x1 by x2. Correct? Beta by alpha, you are getting x1 by x2. So beta by alpha is nothing but x1 by x2. Yes. This should be the relation. Okay? Let us check which is the correct relation. I am taking beta by alpha. Yes, beta by alpha is here is equal to t1 by 2. Yes. Here t2 no. Here it is t2 no. Yes. t1 by t2. Yes. And it is equal to x1 by x2. Yes. Option 2 is right answer, Anna. And it is important question also. Any doubt in this? First, any doubt in this? So I am moving to next question. Okay, good. Last question 110, Anna. Very important question. So many times this type of questions they are asking. Just remember the concept. It is similar to this previous question only. It is similar to the previous question only. But I do this question graphically so that you will have more idea on that. Okay? Yeah. See, read question. A car. Previously train given. Now it is car is given. From rest. Initial velocity is 0. At a constant rate of 2 meter per second square for some time. A value is 2. Then retorts at a constant rate of 4 meter per second square and comes to rest. Same problem. If it remains motion for 3 seconds, total time, previously they have given t1 and t2, now they have given total time is 3 seconds. Then the maximum speed attained by the car is, okay? So, I take velocity versus time graph. Velocity versus time graph I take. They are saying that a car starting from rest. Okay, means graph should start from the origin. Okay, and it accelerate with a constant rate. Alpha is constant. Okay, constant rate acceleration means graph should be like this. Okay, how much it is given? This acceleration is 2 meter per second square given. Then thereafter, after reaching its maximum velocity, V maximum, it start deaccelerating. Means its velocity decreases now. But the deacceleration how much now here? It is 4 meter per second square. This is the deacceleration because velocity is decreasing. Yes, it is retardation. What they are saying that this total time is 3 seconds. They are saying. Then the question is the maximum speed. How much? Then what is the maximum speed it will attain? This is the question. Very important question, Anna. Keep in notes. Very important. So many times for JEE, NEET also they have asked. JEE means. Okay, so graph, did you understand? Previous question also you can solve same as it is like graph. Previous question also you can solve with the graph. Okay. Now they are saying that a train is accelerating from rest, so graph should start from the origin, and constant acceleration they are saying, so line should be passes through the origin inclined line. Okay, reaches the maximum velocity. After the maximum velocity should decrease. It's decreasing, so that deacceleration given 4 meter per second square. And for this total journey, time is 3 seconds they are given. Then what is the mean maximum velocity? How much they are asking? Okay, fine. Let us imagine this time. Let us take t1 time. Then this time will be t2 time. Is it okay? Yes, correct. Okay. This time is t1 up to here, and this time is t2. Correct? Yes. And according to the question, T1 plus T2 should be equal to 3 seconds. Yes or no? Total time of journey is 3 seconds are given. So T1 plus T2 should be 3 seconds. Okay? Yes. Now what I am doing is, because I know this acceleration. What is acceleration for velocity time graph? Velocity and time graph, if you are having velocity and time graph, if you take the slope, you will get acceleration. Yes or no? Yes. So I'll take the slope. I'll take, this is A, this is B. This is O, let us say. OA slope I'll find. Okay? Slope of OA. Use what? Acceleration. Yes. Slope of OA graph gives us acceleration, that is nothing but change in velocity. This y component, y value upon x value. Y value how much? 0, v maximum is v maximum. Acceleration is change in velocity by time. Change in velocity is v maximum minus 0 is v maximum only. I write minus 0. Upon time how much? This time how much? T1 I have considered as T1. Clear? Yes. So acceleration is given how much? 2. 2 is equal to V max upon T1. Then what is T1? V max by 2. Remember this value. Remember. Okay? Next, slope of AB find. Slope of AB find. What you will get? You will get again acceleration is equal to, slope means gives you acceleration, that to deceleration. Negative slope it is. Negative slope, no. Yeah. So V maximum is 0 minus. So final velocity is 0, initial velocity is V maximum. So 0 minus V max upon time T2. Did you understand this what I am saying? Otherwise simply the slope find. This slope is, slope m is equal to, how much vertically how much it is? V max. So V max. Upon time how much then? T2. But this slope how much given? 4 given. So 4 is equal to V max upon T2. Then what is T2? T2 is V max upon 4. Yes. I got T1 value and T2 value. But according to the question, they are saying that T1 plus T2 both together is 3 seconds. So substitute that value. T1 is V maximum by 2 plus T2 is what is that one? V maximum by 4 is equal to 3. Okay? Yes. So you can find the answer. So V maximum, common way, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 3. Correct? Yes. V maximum into LCM. LCM what is? Avoid to be 8. Okay. LCM is what? 2 comma 4 LCM. Otherwise, if you are not able to get LCM exactly, just multiply. 2 4s are 8. Plus multiply. 4 1s are 4 plus 2 1s are 2 is equal to 3. So V maximum into 4 plus 2 is 6 upon 8 is equal to 3. So V maximum into is equal to 3 into 8 by 6. 3 1s are 3 2s are 2 1s are 2 4s are. Yes. So maximum velocity is 4 meter per second. This is the answer. Okay, 4 meter per second. Answer is 4 meter per second. Abhay, check your answer once. Abhay, you check your answer once. Option should be 3. Very important question. You should solve. This is the method to solve this question. If you are good in mathematics, no, then what you will do? First you will write this equation, then you will write this equation, then you will write this equation, and you will substitute. You will get the answer. Within 3-4 steps only you will get the answer if you are good in mathematics. Got it? Any doubt? Copy this, and I will give you one general solution also for this. And that general solution also, so many times they are asking me. And one more thing, are you copying? One more thing, soon I will conduct one objective test on this chapter. Na? Yes sir, copying, yes, good. And one more thing, all of you listen carefully. All of you maintain one notes. Keep one notes for physics. And daily I'll give one question for you. Important questions only I'll give. First write chapter name, and whatever the question I'll give for you, that question you should read, you should learn it, and you should write without seeing. Are you understanding what I am saying? You maintain one notes for physics. Daily one question from the running chapter. I'll give you one question. You should read that question and you should write it without seeing. And daily date you write and write that answer. After when you will come here, I hope very soon you will come here. When you will come here, you have to show me each and every day homework. Okay? From today onwards you start, so that the topic will be revised. Yes, whatever the questions I will give for you, that questions will be there in the material. Okay, Anna? Clear? And soon I will conduct one objective test also on this chapter. Conducting subjective test is difficult task, Nana, because you will send differently that the photocopies. It is difficult for us to evaluate them. So objective test I will conduct every chapter continuously. But for subjective point of view, I will give daily one question. You should learn it and you should write it. Okay? Yeah. So today's question, what I am giving is, write down. Today's question is, what is VT graph? What is VT graph? Velocity versus time graph. You should write every point, each and every point. How you will draw, okay? And if you take the slope of VT graph, what you will get? If you take the area of VT graph, what you will get? Very important point you should remember. Okay? And second question, what is AT graph? Acceleration time graph. If you draw a graph between acceleration and time, then it will be called as AT graph. Remember, always time is independent quantity. You should take it on x-axis. Okay? And what is the value of slope of AT graph, area of AT graph? These are things are very important. And what is XT graph? Distance and time graph. These three questions. Means for your examination, what I will ask? No, how I will ask? See, I will ask you a question. One more question I am asking. What is the slope of XT graph? What it will give you? You should write the answer in one sentence, one word, one more question. What is the slope of XT graph? It is my question for your examination. Let us suppose. What you will write the answer? XT graph. It is speed or velocity. If x is distance, then it will be speed. X is displacement, then it will be velocity. Like that. So what I am asking is, you should write. Third question is, what is XT graph? XT graph. X distance and time graph. Okay, distance and time graph. Three questions. Write each and every point under that XT graph. You should write. Okay? Yeah. Now come back to this. This is very important question. General solution also they will ask for this. I'll show you. Let us imagine this is not 2 given. Let us imagine this is alpha given, and this is not 4 given. This is beta given. Then what is V maximum? They will ask. First question is VT graph. Second question is AT graph. You should write each and every point under that AT graph. And third question is XT graph. Yeah. No, these three are under one question only. One day only you should read all. Then only you will get ideas. This one day means you will forget again. One day these three I am giving because very short. 3 to 4 lines here, 3 to 4 lines here, 3 to 4 lines here. Enough. These three comes under one question. Today's homework. Today's work. Okay? Now, see, I'll redraw this. What I am saying is, okay. Let us imagine there is a velocity time graph, and this is a time axis, and this is velocity axis. Okay. Let us imagine vehicle is moving with a constant acceleration. Okay. And then after reaching the maximum velocity, let us imagine this is V maximum, and it starts deaccelerating at a constant rate beta. Okay, first accelerating at a constant rate alpha, then deaccelerating at a constant rate beta. Okay, let us imagine that the total time for this total journey is t. Then what is V maximum, they will ask. Same point, what you should do? Divide this exactly center. This time you consider t1. This time you consider t2. Then you can say that t is equal to t1 plus t2. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now take the slope of this graph. Okay. OAB I am taking. Slope of OA gives you. Slope of OA gives you what? Acceleration. That is equal to vertical displacement by horizontal displacement. Vertical displacement is 0 to V maximum upon horizontal displacement is time t. Here then t1 is equal to V maximum upon alpha. Equation number 1. Next, slope of AB. Slope of AB gives you beta, that is equal to vertically how much it is? V maximum. V maximum. Y value upon x value nana. X value is t2. T2. Then t2 will be equal to V maximum upon beta. This is equation number 2. Substitute these two here. T is equal to T1 is V maximum upon alpha plus T2 is V maximum upon beta. Correct? Yes. So first you draw this, write these two, then you write this, and here. So T is equal to V maximum and take common. You get V maximum into 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. Correct? Yes. So T is equal to V maximum into LCM what alpha beta. Then it will become beta into 1 is beta plus alpha into 1 is alpha. Okay? So T can be written as V maximum into, can we write alpha plus beta by alpha beta? Yes, we can write. No? Yes, we can write. Then what is V maximum, sir? Yes. V maximum is equal to, this will go that side. It will become alpha into beta by alpha plus beta into total time. This is the formula. If you remember this formula, then directly previous question you can solve directly. Copy this, very important. You can get repeatedly this type of questions in your objective. Seema Vishnu Rathod, she is asking that, sir, we should draw related graphs also. Graph, later I will give you none about graphs. Graphs also very important. They will ask in board exams. Copy this. Very important, Nana. Very important concept is important. If you have understand this, I'll ask you one more question. This is velocity time graph. No? Yes. If you take the area under this graph, what do you get, Nana? If you take area under this graph, what do you get? You will get total distance covered by the particle. Yes. Yes, you will get. No? Total distance or displacement you will get. Okay. My question is, what is the total distance or displacement? How much? Can you find? Distance is equal to area under this graph. Half into base. T into height. V maximum. That's it. Good. Very good. Mr. Good. So my question is. My question is, area of OAB gives you what? It will give you total distance. I am saying yes. X. You can say yes or yes bar also. I am saying displacement. Okay, is equal to what? Now it will give you half into base. Base how much is? O to B T is the base. O to B is T, no. Into height how much? V max. Into V max. Already we know V max. Half into T into V max alpha beta by alpha plus beta into T. That means how much distance it will cover is alpha beta by 2 times of alpha plus beta into T square. Or you can write half. Important, keep in mind. If they ask, what is the area? How much distance it will vehicle will travel? How much distance the vehicle will travel? How much distance? Area under this graph? Area point. Point is very important. Remember. And repeated question, and it is a repeated question. Yes. Previously, 2-3 years back, they have asked continuously this type of questions. If it is finished, inform me. Good, very good. Vishal is saying that yes, completed. What about remaining, Nana? Shall I wrap this one? Sorry. Afzal is asking which page number these questions are there in material. Array. Search it. If you search, you will keep in mind. You can remember. If you search, you can remember. Nana. Search it. Subjective material. See subjective material. In objective material also it is there. Okay. Stop that discussion. Object material also it is there, subject material also it is there. Search it. Yeah. So I am going to start the last concept of this chapter. I have kept it pending because separately we have to discuss. Then you will get ideas on it. So that is relative velocity concept. Very, very, very important. Relative velocity. Very important point, Anna. First, I am telling you the use of this relative velocity is it will make our problem simple. If you will solve any problem with relative means what? See here, two objects like this. Okay, one is moving with some velocity, another is moving with some velocity. Okay. Clear? It is having some, it will travel for a time t1, it will travel for a time t2. If these two are moving, at what time they will cover equal distance, they may ask. At what time they will meet, they may ask. Okay? If you want to solve with the previous concepts, this type of problems, then it will become lengthy and difficult for us. But if you go that problem by using relative velocity concept, then within 1 or 2 steps we will get the answer. Okay, so that is the use of relative velocity. Now what is relative velocity, sir? So simple, Nana. See, relative velocity, yes. So you might have experienced this one, that when you are going on a tour somewhere else, okay, if you are sitting on a train, okay, and your train is moving, let us imagine your train is moving and you also in motion, okay, yes. Now let us suppose that there is one more track is there, on the track one more train is moving, clear? Yeah. So now you will observe that if a train is moving along with you in the same direction, then how you will feel? If the train is coming opposite to you, how you will feel? So that is the concept of relative velocity. So if a train moves opposite to you, you will feel that train is moving with large velocity, more velocity. Whereas same train with same speed, whatever it is moving, if it moves along with you like this, you are moving like this and it is also moving like this, then you will feel that this speed is somewhat less. If these two trains are moving with same velocity, if two trains are moving with same velocity, then you will feel that the second train is in rest motion with respect to you. Have you observed this one? Very important concept now. Okay, that means it will give you an idea how much the other body is moving with respect to you. Yes, Abzal is saying it's good. So let us try to implement that concept of relative velocity here. Okay? Yeah. So relative velocity is nothing but I want what is the relative velocity. Okay? So about which body, which vehicle, which object I am discussing, along with that, in that frame I should be. Then I should discuss with the other object. Okay, that means yeah, here see, let us imagine there are two cars are there. Here this is a car one. Background is not good. Okay, and here another car is also, let us imagine. Yeah, here. Okay, this is car B, this is car A. Okay, now this car A is moving like this with velocity 2 meters per second, and car B is moving like this with velocity 4 meters per second. Okay, then the velocity of car B with respect to A comes out to B. I'll give you total discussion also, but I am giving you idea first. If you want to say this is what I am written, VBA. The meaning of this one is velocity of vehicle B with respect to vehicle A. Okay, velocity of B with respect to A. Okay, see here what I have written, velocity of B with respect to velocity of A. So whenever you are saying this, you be with the vehicle with which you are discussing. With respect to A, I am saying, means you sit here on this vehicle. Then you are moving with 2 meters per second velocity, and your friend also moving with 4 meters per second velocity. Then you will feel that your friend is moving with 2 meters per second velocity with respect to you. You will feel that he is moving with 2 meters per second velocity only, because you are also having 2 meters per second velocity. If you are on the ground, then for you, this vehicle is 4 meters per second, this vehicle is 2 meters per second. Are you understanding? If this vehicle is not moving like that, it is moving like this, then you will say that velocity of car B will be 4 plus 2, 6 meters per second. It will become 6 meters per second. Okay, let us try to give you the concept first. See here, Lana. Let us imagine there are two objects, a coordinate axis and okay. This is the origin. Okay. Now let us imagine there is a position x naught. First vehicle is there at a position of x naught. One vehicle, let us imagine, or A, that is at a position of x naught. Means this is the origin if you consider. This is the origin if you consider. The vehicle, whatever you are considering, is here. Already it is having some distance x naught. Okay, and let us suppose there is another vehicle at a distance of x02. This is x01 distance and this is x02 distance. What is the meaning of this? Is from the origin there are two vehicles. There are two vehicles. One is phone, another one is car. Okay. If I am standing here, here on the origin, for me these two cars are at a distance of x01 and x02 distances. Clear? Okay. Now the distance between these two cars, how much time? Distance between these two cars will be x02 minus x01. No? Yes. This is x02 minus x01. For me, I am observing these two cars. From me, first car is at a distance of x01, second car is at a distance of x02, and the distance between second car and first car is x02 minus x01. This will be okay. Yeah. Now let us suppose that first car is moving with a velocity v1. First car is moving with a velocity v1. And after a time t seconds, it will cover a distance of v1t. Yes or no? Yes, distance is equal to velocity into time. Yeah. So this first car, let us suppose it goes somewhere after a time t seconds because it is moving with a velocity v1. Clear? So from x01 it goes to this much. From x01, first car position is x1. I am saying that is nothing but v1t. Clear? Yes. After some time, I am observing from here. First car after some time appears to be here, and second car somewhere else it will appear. Somewhere else. Second car, and its distance from here. Its distance is x2 I am calling, that will be equal to v2 into t. Something different velocity I am giving for that. That is v2 I am giving. Okay? Yes. Now, what is the distance between these two cars? Distance between these two cars, how much? From this total, these two cars, I want distance. Okay? This distance I want. Clear? x2 minus x1 I want. Okay. So if I want to get this from this total, if I subtract this, will I get it? Yes. From this total, if I subtract this value, I get this. What is this total? This total is v x02 plus v2t. Correct? x02 plus v2t is this total distance. And we have to subtract it from this total distance. x01, initially there